Hello, you guys. I just wanted to make sure I was going live in the right place and all of those things to make sure I can bring to you the best information. So I am Eilers-Heffner. I'm a Sapphire ambassador. I am a PT by trade. I have a doctorate degree. I've been super passionate about health for a super long time, many years. And when my son, who is now 12, one of my 4 children, when he was a baby, I even dug a little bit deeper and found a huge interest in more natural approaches. And along the way, about 7 years ago, found Plexus. It was 7 years ago in December that I found Plexus, and I am so grateful. But anyway, enough about me. I wanted to bring to you some information, hopefully quick, on our 3-day reset. And I could go on and on and on about all the details, all the science, but I don't want to bore you with that. What I did very quickly is I actually printed each of the product info sheets for each of the products in this box. And this is something that if you are interested in doing and you need help with, please let whoever invited you to this group, send them a message, put a comment in this post, put a comment asking for help, tag somebody, tag me, tag the person that invited you to the group, hopefully tag the person that invited you. And that way you can get your hands on these as well. And what these product info sheets do is they break down many benefits. So this is front and back of just our active supplement. Okay. And then the other thing in here is it has a list of ingredients. So this is all virtual. I'm like a paper person, so I did print these really quickly. But it lists the ingredients and it does list some benefits of those ingredients. But if you want to dig deeper, then you can Google these ingredients and use like a PubMed search engine. Don't use just normal Google, but go into something a little bit more credible. Okay. So anyway, but Plexus has done this for us. So if you're like, I really want to look at every single ingredient, then you have this at your fingertips as well. So I'm going to give you a brief summary of the amazingness that is the 3-day reset. It comes in this box. This literally has everything besides water that you will need to consume for 3 days. Some people choose to add in some milk to their lean shake. I'll get to that. So look at this. It's so cute. It's like so encouraging every step of the way. It's super encouraging. Goodness sakes, you guys. All right. It comes with this book that tells you literally everything you need to do and everything that you need to know. But also whoever is helping you get started with reset, they're going to help you too. Okay. You're not in this alone at all. And this is super encouraging. It literally tells you step 1, step 2, getting started, what you need to do. You can upload with this QR code before and after photos, So anyway, it has tips in here, everything. So you have so much information at your fingertips. And you open your box and it tells you early morning, first thing to do. Okay, so the first thing is our Plexus Hydrate. And this is a product that when I look at the ingredients and I look at the science behind this, I get more and more excited all of the time. I have gotten to the point where I've been so impressed with Plexus and their credibility and their integrity in what they put in products that I don't feel like I have to be like, oh my gosh, let me research everything. I'm like, oh, Plexus made it. It's going to be good. I already know that. Okay. And let me tell you, I am an ingredient snob. Like I could tell you story upon story. I'm an ingredient snob. That is what attracted me to Plexus. I looked at the ingredients and was like, my integrative doctor has me on these similar ingredients. And I will touch on a few of those because they are really important. Okay. So Hydrate anyway is super duper clean hydration drink, like a clean Gatorade, a clean liquid IV. It does not have a bunch of sugars and junk in it. It has all of the electrolytes that you need. It has no sugar. Now it has aloe vera leaf powder, okay? And it has the inner flay of the aloe, which makes it even more beneficial. So aloe is really soothing to our gut lining. It helps our gut to heal. This does have some stevia in it to sweeten. And what Plexus does with their stevia is they use actual leaf stevia. They don't use anything synthetic in that regard. Sea salt, zinc, vitamin C, tart cherry fruit powder. So tart cherry is really great for inflammation, right? And it's rich in polyphenols. So if you want to look up that, and it has antioxidants. So those are the things that are going to fight diseases. Okay, that's the long and short of that. Coconut water powder. So coconut is super healing and super beneficial and super rich in nutrition. Okay. And then watermelon juice powder. So there's a few more things, but like I said, you can don't totally check that out. So you're getting calcium, potassium, vitamin C, magnesium, zinc, and some chloride. Okay. Just super impressed. I'm just so happy with this. And the flavor profile is amazing. This is the lemon lime. This is what comes in your box. And we also have a blueberry acai flavor as well. So the other thing to keep in mind is that beyond your 3 days, you can still get up and drink this before you drink anything else. We tend to be more dehydrated when we wake up just from sleeping and expelling sweat and breathing and sleeping. That is what happens. It's supposed to. It is one way we eliminate toxins, but this is going to put you ahead of the game instead of getting up and grabbing coffee. Okay. And this is a habit that you can continue on even after your 3-day reset. Okay. So next on the list, tells me right here, is our Plexus Lean. This is the milk chocolate version. Super delicious. When I'm on the reset, I take the time to put this in a blender with some water and ice. Depending on how high my activity level is on the reset, I may use a coconut milk unsweetened or an unsweetened almond milk, on occasion some organic cow milk. That is up to you. This has 21 grams of protein. Huge benefits. It's cold processed, grass-fed cow, grass-fed protein. That is amazing. It is not high in carbs. It is mostly protein and nutrition. It's vitamins, and they're bioavailable, meaning your body can take that in and use it and isn't taking something synthetic and having to convert it. So for me, it doesn't make sense to consume something that my body then has to take a synthetic form and do the work of converting it into something my body can use, especially when we have something at our fingertips, literally, that is already going to be absorbable to our body. Okay, huge. Tastes great. It comes in a vanilla flavor as well. And then we also have a vegan formula that doesn't come in the reset. But if you don't want the dairy portion, then you can grab a bag of vegan lean and then give this away, have somebody sample it, give it to your husband, make your kids drink it. My kids love lean. We also use this to make protein bites. So anyway, and I personally, this is my tip, is I will use my big bag of lean when I'm doing the reset at home. And I've been saving these for travel or busy days when I know I'm running out the door and I can just grab an envelope. Okay. So that's my secret. And then I've also been able to hand these out as samples for some people. So anyway, I don't always give tons and tons of samples, you guys, but that is one option that we do have that we can share. We can share the love of Plexus. Okay. So super awesome. Love lean. Again, there's this whole, we have a whole info sheet on that. Okay. Next up is our Slim Hunger Control. Slim comes in 3 flavors. In the reset, you're getting the Hunger Control. That is a citrus blend. Blood orange, lemon, and lime flavor. Super citrusy. It's super refreshing. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. This has a lot of fiber in it. So that fiber is going to help to fill you up and keep you feeling full. And other very important ingredients. So ongoing, again, you can have lean at your fingertips for every day, and you can continue to mimic kind of this reset routine through beyond the 3 days. Okay. Lean is available. Slim Hunger Control is available. So This is important for our blood sugar regulation across the board. When our blood sugar is regulated, it has a positive influence on our hormones. So think hormones, normal female hormones, thyroid hormones, cortisol response to our hormone levels, okay? Adrenals, it's going to have a positive impact on all of those systems and help everything play nicely and fall into play. So this is an important ingredient or important product to drink every single day. It's also good for our gut health. The fiber in this helps to feed the good bacteria in our gut. And also our microbiome slim that I don't have with me at this moment. It has a special prebiotic that feeds good bacteria. So you can't really go wrong. What I have been having people do when they get started is I'll have them pick a microbiome slim or a different flavor. Our cherry lime comes in a microbiome formula or this fiber rich, high fiber hunger control formula. So I have people grab a different flavor. So now they have their slim to take for 30 days plus their 3 days. And now they have 2 different flavors to choose from. Okay. So that's one of my tips with that. All right. This also has alpha lipoic acid in it. And you're like, who cares, Elizabeth? Well, let me tell you why you should care. So alpha lipoic acid is, and you can look in this group. If you search alpha lipoic acid, there's information on just alpha lipoic acid. And it is super important to helping our body to heal. It helps with neuropathies. It helps our nervous system. It helps with cellular regeneration, and it helps to keep our liver moving smoothly. Okay. It helps our liver to be supported for our liver to do its job. Our liver is important in over 500 functions in our body. Pretty important organ. Very, very important. You only get one. Okay. You do not want to be in a position of ruining your liver, needing a liver transplant. I have seen patients in the hospital with those surgeries, and it is not good. It is a long road after that happens. And that is if you can get the match and all the things. So take good care of your liver. Okay. Take care of your whole body, but take good care of your liver. This is also great across the board. Remember, I mentioned it helps regulate blood sugar. Well, this is what is helping our glucose metabolism on an ongoing basis. And again, that is super important to keep our blood sugar regulated so we're not having spikes and dips and spikes and dips. I used to have more trouble with my blood sugar being low and having that dizzy, like gonna pass out phase. I haven't had that in years, maybe a couple times, but not anything that's been a big deal, where that was something that I'd struggled with prior to Plexus. So really, really great. And then it's also great for people that tend to have higher blood sugars to bring them down into a nice, even level. Okay. So people with A1C issues, and an A1C is a level of your blood sugar over a 3-month period. And that is what doctors will want to look at. And if they're thinking that you're pre-diabetic or if you are diabetic, because we want those blood sugar levels to not be running chronically high. Taking a one-time blood sugar or even a couple of days of monitoring your blood sugar doesn't always give a clear picture. So doctors will look at the A1C and they will look at that number to come down to be in a healthier state, your body to be in a healthier state. So, and it actually is going to help us to drink more water because we're getting more fiber, and it's going to help us to crave water. So that is really, really, really cool. Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss anything that I wanted to talk about with this. Again, you can totally dig into more of the ingredients too. And then it's colored with beetroot. So people think, oh, it's pink, it has dyes. No, it does not. This is beetroot, and that has lots of really great benefits to, again, to our health. It's really nutrition dense, helps again with the blood sugar. And then it's sweetened with stevia. Okay. So those are those two. We talked about lean. All right, moving right on in our day of the reset. Collagen bone broth is our next one. So collagen, let's talk about collagen. So collagen bone broth, this is going to provide us with proper amino acids. This is what our body uses to produce new collagen in our body. After the age of 20, your collagen stores go down. And so that's it's so related to not only our skin. We think skin and, oh, I have to look beautiful the rest of my life, but collagen is actually super important to our organs, our digestive tract, our joints, our heart health. Okay. We want our organs, we want our internal structures to be elastic. When things harden, then that causes problems. If blood vessels are hardened or your heart tissue, those muscles, if that muscle is hardening, then you are going to have issues with efficiency of it. And that puts you at risk for lots and lots of terrible things. So when we think of collagen, we want to think of our internal well-being as well. So this is going to help us to feel really full. It's really, really rich in that collagen. Like I said, this is 20 grams of collagen protein. Collagen protein is also unique in that not only is it healing to our gut lining and healing to our organs, but it also helps us to feel really full, which is great, right? Because you think reset and it's 3 days and it's a fast, it's a metabolic supported fast. And you think I'm going to be starving, but you're not, because every time you turn around, you're grabbing something else out of this box to consume. This is something that you might want to play around with, adding some spices to it, depending on your flavor preference. I don't mind it. I don't mind mixing it up. My mom is not a picky eater at all. She eats way more variety of food than I do, to be honest with you. And I'm pretty adventurous in my eating, but she does not love this flavor profile. And so I'm like, Mom, you have to add more spices to it. So I usually just do garlic, sea salt, and some parsley. I keep it pretty simple. I do put quite a bit of garlic in there because I love garlic, but you know, it's pretty easy to spice it up how you want. I've heard of putting turmeric in it, cumin, you can put some paprika, you know, there's lots of ways to spice this up and help with that. And the other trick is making sure your water is super hot, and those little hand whisks, those little hand whisks do a great job of stirring this up. Okay. And there's no sugar in that. It's literally pretty much straight up protein. All right. There's lots more to it, but I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna bore you with the science because I could go on and on about it. Then we have our afternoon snack. Okay. So you can play around with how you like to do this. So let me talk about our active first. I'll talk about active. So active. Okay. I've never drank an energy drink in my life that I can remember, before active. Active, I just think of it as, I hate calling it an energy drink because energy drink gets such a bad rap when you think Monsters and Red Bulls, yucky stuff like that, right? And it is an energy drink. It has about 100 milligrams of caffeine. So not tons and tons and tons and tons and tons, but a nice amount. A cup of coffee has about 80, so a little bit more. It's a super clean form of caffeine. So it isn't this like, I'm going to drink my active and I'm like, oh, this sudden jolt and burst and jittery and crazy stuff like that. Not at all. It literally is super duper clean. So this is going to provide long lasting energy. I had a friend do her reset and she's like, I have to take the active in the morning because it was keeping her up when she took it in the afternoon. And even I am not caffeine sensitive, per se. And if I drink this past like 3:30, 4, I don't sleep as well. So it is amazing stuff here. So if you are more caffeine sensitive, mix this up and drink it with your Slim. You could mix it with the Slim. You can drink them one after the other if you don't want to try to mix them, but you can play around with that. So that is like my favorite addiction, is to mix my Slim and active together. It's like, oh, it's such a treat. Like I have to stop myself from mixing up multiple of them a day because I love them that much. This is our starfruit guava flavor. It's our most popular flavor. It's very tropical, and it does pair well with that hunger control, that citrus blend Slim to mix. Okay. This is actually helping our body to produce nitric oxide. Again, you're gonna be like, who cares? Well, let me tell you, nitric oxide is what is responsible for pushing oxygen into our cells. So amazing, right? We need our body to be oxygenated, our cells to be oxygenated. This is going to help with healing. This helps our brain to be more alert. My 10-year-old, yes, this is non-compliant, but my 10-year-old, he drinks a Slim mixed with, I tried it only, I'm like, you can have half of an active, but he likes to put a whole active into his Slim and drink it in the morning on his way to school, or when he first gets to school. We have an awesome school and they don't freak out. And he mixes it up and he drinks it in the morning, and it's helped improve his focus and attention and just so many things with him. And so I'm like, yes, I will let him have this. Okay. So it's that part of it is that nitric oxide and oxygenating our brain. This helps with muscle recovery. So it's a great pre-workout drink. It's a great post-workout recovery. It's going to bring down that recovery time. Mental clarity is huge. It helps to reduce oxidative stress. So oxidative stress is that stress on our body that puts us at risk for diseases and cancers. So we want to reduce that oxidative stress, and we get the oxidative stress by living in the world and being functioning humans that have stressful things around them and dealing with, I feel like my house is like Home Alone every morning when we're trying to get to school. I'm like, you guys, this is not new. We go to school every day. Like, come on. So that can be an oxidative stress, right? But a lot of that is also from our environment, pesticides, herbicides, environmental fumes, toxins, cleaning supplies. If you'd want to talk about toxins on our body, let's talk about 2 years of hyper sanitizing our entire environment, right? All of that hyper sanitation. Our body has to filter all that exposure to all the sanitation products. So it's going to help support our immune function. And what is really cool is this has an anti-inflammatory blend to it. Turmeric, tart cherry, kale, broccoli, and blueberry extracts. So the extracts also make it unique in that it's extracting all those really strong and great properties of those fruits. So you're getting, like, instead of eating like 6 pints of blueberries, you're getting the benefit of blueberries by pulling the extracts into our products like this. And it's bioavailable forms of A, C, E, and B vitamins. So talk about healing. C helps support our liver. Vitamin C prevents against cancers, all kinds of amazing things that you can get from our active. Again, this is something that you can have every single day. It's easy to buy, it's easy to have on hand, and it is something you can totally continue with on your health journey all of the time. And again, it's, I should mention that, so Plexus, or the recommendation, not the Plexus recommendation, but the safe recommendation for caffeine is 400 milligrams a day. This is 100. So if you wanted a cup of coffee, something like that, you can still have that with your active. Of course, on the reset, they recommend black coffee. And I have told people also to mix their lean into their coffee and consuming it that way. And I've had a couple of people really, really, really love that. That's been a great option for them. All righty. And moving right along. So on the box here, again, the Smart Snack and Active are kind of paired together. Smart Snack is a maca vanilla maca. So that maca matcha tea is that special green tea. And it was not my favorite flavor profile the first couple of times that I had it. But I was able to sit here and chew, right? I got to chew something and eat something. And so that made it pleasurable and mixed up just from aside from drinking to be able to eat something. Okay. And it's easy. I threw it in my bag when I went to run errands a couple of times. No big deal. So this is going to help with our fiber intake, and that fiber, that prebiotic fiber, helps to maintain a healthy gut microbiome. So as you can see, what I've repeated, gut health, gut healing, and bioavailable are things that I've repeated over and over again because Plexus is very cognizant of the products and making sure that they are most optimal for our bodies. This is 8 grams of protein. So again, you're getting another small serving of protein, and not high in calories, 120. We are all hoping that they promote this as something that we can buy all of the time. Now, beyond reset, what I recommend people do is eat like 9 or 10 almonds and an apple instead of the snack bar ongoingly. So if you wanted to kind of mimic a reset beyond the reset, that would be a great option for you as an afternoon snack. Snacks help to provide that energy in the middle of the day. It is a whey protein, which is great. It's purified form of whey. It's super clean. And it has these little crispy things in it too, which is nice. Okay. Okay. I think that's everything on that I want to share. Like I said, I could go on and on about all the details, but all right. Now we're getting to dinner. This is the collagen soup. Tomato. It's a tomato flavor. I find it to be a little spicy. I like some spice, but I'm not a huge like spicy person. And so I find it to be a touch spicy. Now, my kids want to steal this. And I'm like, you guys, I love you, but this is my food for the day. Like, this is my dinner. This bowl of soup is my dinner. So please keep your hands off of it. So the other thing that people can do is you can take half of your bone broth soup and half of your collagen tomato soup and mix that for lunch. And then the other half, mix them for dinner. Okay. So that's another option. I do that sometimes just for the change. One day I do them separately. And then the next day I mix them. So I have a different flavor profile coming in for lunch and dinner. And then the third day I do whatever I feel like, right? I have that option. So that is an option. My husband thought that he wanted just tomato. So we traded one time and I did all the beef, collagen bone broth. And then he said, you know what? I like them mixed better than I like all straight up tomato. So you have lots and lots of options with that. And again, you can spice this up. This is a hydrolyzed, there we go, collagen. So there we go, collagen. It's easily digestible and absorbable, and it distributes through our whole body because it's a low molecular weight. So that just means that it's going to go where it needs to go to repair your body. And that's super, super cool. And again, this is all amino acids that your body can use to repair itself. And yeah, there you go. I talked a lot about the importance of collagen already. And I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. So super beneficial. Love that. And then we're getting into our magic potion called Restore. So Restore. The liver, this whole 3-day reset is really going to support and detox your liver and your kidneys. So fun fact, where any medication that you take, over-the-counter prescription medications are important at times for people for short term, for healing. A modern medicine is an amazing tool. And so when we take medications, surgeries where we've had anesthesia, we need to make sure that our liver and our kidneys are working optimally in order to clear out the toxins and the stuff left behind. If you take an ibuprofen, for instance, it's going to break down in your kidneys. And so we don't want all this stuff sitting in our kidneys, right? We need our kidneys to work optimally to flush out the toxins. And so when our liver or our kidneys or both are not working optimally, which they're onslaughted with all kinds of stressors all of the time, I already mentioned that. And so the other flip side of this is that our fat cells store toxins. So if you do not have an open detox pathway, for example, your kidneys and your liver, then your fat cells are going to continue to hold on to those toxins because our body was created amazingly. And if we release toxins without a clear detox pathway, then those toxins can go to our brain or our other vital organs, and that is bad. And so what I've been really talking to people about is that not only is this reset supporting your body to heal and rest, but it's pulling you into a fat burning mode. Awesome, right? We want to flip that metabolic switch over to fat burning so that we are getting those results that we want, okay, in our health journeys. But we also get a huge healing component with this. And so when we think weight loss, I need to eat less, I need to exercise more, I need to not eat carbs, I need to do this. Okay, sure, there is some truth to all of that. But if your body isn't having a clear detox pathway, then your fat cells are not going to want to release those toxins. Okay, so this is huge. So our liver it is important in over 500 amazing vital functions in our body. So this includes digesting proteins, storing minerals, regulating our blood sugar, okay, making vitamins, and then filtering toxins. Okay, so our liver, like I mentioned, is super important, and Restore is one of the things that is going to help to support your liver in that. Okay, so this helps our body to be in a little bit of an appetite suppression mode. It helps with a lot of cellular regeneration and healing. It supports against those environmental toxins. It's huge in antioxidants. And then it helps with those, like I said, that liver support. So what the other thing that, some people have struggled with is like those trouble fat storage zones. Everyone can have a little bit different. And so Reset is really showing that it's helping to release the fat stores from those trouble areas. Okay. So this Restore, it is 3 very carefully put together ingredients or functions. So it's a cellular defense blend, a digestion support blend, and an appetite control blend. Okay. So super important. I love this stuff. It's amazing. I prefer it. I found as a tea, warm as a tea versus cold. And everyone has their preference. So some of the big ingredients in this are the hibiscus flower. So this is super important in nutritional health, promoting healing properties. It's linked to antioxidants, compounds, flavonoids, and a couple other things I can't pronounce. So there you go. It has a magnolia bark extract. So this is an herb that's really important in reducing stress, so stress on our body. Berberine, this is really important in digestion. And then ginger root is really important in digestion. Peppermint leaf powder. This helps aid in digestion as well. And then spinach leaf, spirulina. So these are things that are just really beneficial, really like antioxidant, really those powerhouse ingredients. So I think sometimes when we hear like a juice cleanse and it has, antioxidants and it's superfoods, well, you're getting that with this, plus you're getting about 70 grams of protein each day, a little bit more if you do milk with your lean, which is probably more than most people get in a day anyway of the protein. The other thing that we're finding is that when you're prioritizing protein and getting high protein in, and it doesn't have to be too high, I'm talking high in terms of at least about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight that we have. I think that's not right. It's about 70% or something. So if you think most average women need about 100 grams of protein, okay? And so with this 3-day reset, you're already getting 70. When we prioritize protein, it allows our other macros to kind of fall into place more naturally without necessarily macro counting. And if you want a macro count, like please do. There's nothing wrong with that. My focus is on nutritionally dense foods, which the Reset is. It's all very nutritionally dense, high quality, very important, very bioavailable ingredients. Okay. And then to prioritize protein intake and allowing those other macros to fall into place. And I've had great results. I've read a lot about this. So you can read more about that on your own as well. So anyway, so the long and short of the 3-day reset is that it allows your gut to heal and rest. It is providing you with a ton of nutrition, and it helps to reset our brain. It helps with that relationship with food. And this can go one of 2 ways. Some people are just constantly thinking of food or always wanting to crave food or wanting to snack all of the time. And so it helps to retrain your brain and retrain your body to not be craving stuff all of the time. That's part of it. Or someone like me, who, when they came out with intermittent fasting, I'm like, hot dog, I've been doing this forever because I get busy and I forget to eat. And I know that I want to eat healthfully. And so I don't take the time to make something or prepare something or warm something up that's more nutritious. So I just don't eat because I'm not just going to grab pretzels, you know? And so it has helped for me to reset my hunger cues and then be more mindful that, yes, you need to eat, Elizabeth, your body's telling you that you're hungry. And so that has been really, really helpful. And make sure I don't miss anything to tell you. Okay. And so, yes, do people lose weight on the 3-day reset? Yes. 6 pounds is our average. That's what we're allowed to state. People that have more weight to lose tend to lose more than that. And most of the weight is coming off long-term. So what Plexus is, it is a jump start. It is a jump start to your nutrition plan. It's a jump start to your health goals. It is a jump start to your healing. Did we get results in our gut health and weight management and overall health before reset? Yes, we did. And it's called the triplex. So that is the pink drink, the slim is called pink drink, and a magnesium based supplement and a 3-in-1 probiotic. Okay. Look up triplex in this group. You can get all kinds of information on that. People get results with triplex, but it takes time. And that's amazing. That is one of my favorite things about Plexus, is that it's healing over time and it's not a quick fix. However, when we're wanting to see results quickly, the reset can really come into play and jumpstart, because we see changes very quickly over that 3-day period. Okay. Changes in our mental relationship with food, changes in our sleep and how we wake up, that energy level goes way up. And then the scale changes, our clothes fit differently. And so it's a huge, huge jump start, but it's not about just a 3-day reset. What we're here for in this group, and this group is full of information on, is long-term health and long-term gut healing and support. Okay. So please keep that in mind. And then just to let you know, if you're still hanging on here with me, our team is doing a 2-week challenge starting on January 9th. And we're having people start with a 3-day reset on the 9th through the 11th of January, 2023. And then continuing on through the 2 weeks of learning healthy tips, learning healthy tricks. And again, you can continue with your hydrate, your active, your slim, your lean. These are things that you can keep taking forever and get those goals underway. And then people that want to lose more than 6, 10, 12 pounds, someone that might be in a position of wanting to lose more, doing a reset once a month for the first 3 months can be really beneficial. That came from our doctors at Plexus. We have doctors developing all this amazing stuff. It's quite remarkable how smart they are and how thoughtful they are. And that is one of the recommendations. So for example, if someone's losing 10 pounds with each reset and they're keeping off, maybe 7 of those 10 pounds each time, that's a 21-pound weight loss in 3 months, you guys. That's a lot. That's a big change. And it's so motivating to continue. So I am here to tell you that you can make changes and you can implement these systems into your life. It's really not that difficult. It might take a little bit of effort to change habits and to set a timer or put your products out in front of you to remember to take them ongoingly, but you can do it. And I'm here to help you feel that like you can do this, you can make changes. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for jumping on with me. I appreciate it. And I hope that you're going to have an amazing rest of your 2022 and head into 2023 strong. So jump in with our challenge. You won't regret it.